And welcome to episode number 733 of Hard Factor. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. It is Thursday, July 22nd, 2021. I'm Will. We got Mark and Wes. Pat is off dealing with the baby life. Hashtag boy dad. And
yes.
And hashtag I'm hashtag girl dad. Pat's hashtag boy dad.
Get well soon, boy Cassidy. I have a clarification to make. I got a text from my dad, and he's like, "You talking shit on the podcast about me?"
Oh,
and,
really?
It was related to the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. So I want to clarify. We didn't take the Sports Illustrated to the bathroom to jerk off. That was just for perusal while we were shitting. We've jerked off to the Playboys in the bathroom.
Right.
Yo. Come on.
There you go. That's the clarification.
Come on.
That's the clarification. Do you guys think I should start hashtagging girl dad on everything?
Yes.
Anytime I post.
We should have what about merch? Girl dad and boy dad shirts.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Good. Like we're missing out on a giant trend.
I think that's a great merch. I mean, I'm sure it's out there, but
Oh yeah, you think? No.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
It's big stuff. Speaking of social media and trends, hashtags, the road to Hard Factor Cove. We hit another milestone, boys. 46,000. As we said, we would hit it. We did on Instagram. 46,000. So much closer to 50,000. So just
46 and counting. It's like 46. Like it's gonna be 46 and 100 soon, and it's going. Keep going on that Instagram. Yeah.
Keep pushing it. Almost up to 23,000 on Twitter. Keep pushing it there. Almost up to 5,000 on YouTube. 4,000 Apple Podcast reviews. 6,000 on TikTok.
Not even a IG video about the world's youngest mom with almost 300,000 views could bring us down. We're a juggernaut.
They're trying to bring us down.
They are. I'm gonna get a death threat in the mail any day.
I don't know, Wes. There's a lot of people saying I saved your bacon on that one in the comment section.
Really? Yeah, I mean, you were the only one that said something that wasn't sick. Basically.
I said, isn't the point of the story to find out who's doing this to these girls and arrest and get to the bottom of that?
Right.
And then we're like, yeah, but
I was too disgusted to speak for that entire segment.
That was the point of it.
Yeah.
Wes didn't prepare us for that one at all. No,
I didn't
understand.
Shock and awe.
They're gonna love this one.
Yeah. Also, the follow-up, the Bucks did win the NBA title. So sorry to Marv's future.
Yeah, you know what? It's only money. I've never had it anyway, so
It's not like I spent it before I had it anyway.
Yeah. I'm right back to what I was. It's gonna be Sky Vodka for a while, or Svedka.
Hey, $16 a handle at Costco is
not bad.
The way to go.
Once you get used to it,
Yeah, you gotta get used to Svedka.
You gotta, when you downgrade vodkas, you definitely have. There's an adjustment phase.
Svedka is disgusting.
Once you beat it into your brain that's what you're gonna have to do.
Yep. After the first one, it doesn't matter anyway, though.
Congratulations to the
true.
Bucks. They hadn't won in 50 years. There's a lot of Bucks fans on the Discord and stuff. I'm happy for Milwaukee.
Me too.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Me too. Mm-hmm. Proves you can win without a superstar, right? Even though Giannis is a superstar, but
he's the best player in the world.
Of that.
But without creating a super team, I mean.
Oh well, yes,
right.
Yeah. Middleton and Giannis are probably the best 1-2 punch though now. Yeah. Currently, I'd like to see the Nets healthy versus the Bucks next year. That should be good stuff.
Great stuff. Any other stuff we gotta get to before
we got so much crap to talk about.
Go ahead. I just want to recommend. We were talking about it before we hopped on. If you're a Costco member, Morning Summit, the cereal they sell at Costco, highly recommended. It is. It has full almonds in it, dried cherries, dried cranberries, and cereal flakes.
Wow!
Holy shit!
How much does that run you?
It's like 12. It's a very expensive cereal. It's like 12. It's like $12 for a big box of it. But is it good?
$12 for cereal.
I've been eyeing it for months.
Is it good?
My, is it good? There's some blueberries on there. Blueberries. Oh god damn.
Wow.
Yeah. Just a little tip for you Costco members out there.
Wes is at the sunshiny peaks every morning with
that's
cereal.
another bowl of Morning Summit for Wes.
It's gonna put on 5 pounds that Morning Summit. Anyway,
well, okay. If nothing else, time for the cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
July 22nd. Today's holidays are Casual Pie Day, which I have no idea what that means. 7/22.
That's something with the pie number.
7/20.
Why is? But there is Pie Day, which is March 14th. What's
Right,
Casual Pie Day?
Casual Pie Day
Is that
7
double? Is it? No, that would be June 28th. Is that 7/23? Like the next 3 numbers or something?
No idea. Fragile X Awareness Day. Again, very confusing. Don't know. Lions Share Day. So I guess if you get the Lions Share or something, that's great. Mango Day.
Morning Summit type talk right there.
Lions Share Day.
Yeah.
You
start the day with the bowl Morning Summit. And it's a Lion Share Day.
if you like chewing full almonds right in the morning, you're gonna love Morning Summit.
It's a Lion Share, my friend. I mean,
Casual Pie Day is when they celebrate Pie Day in Europe. That's why. It's Pie Day. It's Pie Day in Europe.
Why wouldn't you celebrate it on March 14th?
It's also called Approximation Day.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. National Panouche Fudge Day. Wow.
Wait, you're gonna skip over Hammock
National
Day?
Hammock
Nice.
Day. My bad.
Yeah. Come on.
Bad miss. National Refreshment Day on Hammock Day. That's pretty good. Rat Catchers Day.
That's a fun one for rat catchers. It's our day. Come on.
Finally, the sun shines on the rat catchers.
Yeah. Not a lot of love for them.
No. Spooners Day, Spoonerism Day, and Summer Leisure Day. So a weird day overall, July 22nd. But
Yeah. This proves anything goes. Any day now they're going to approve Hard Factor Day.
June 18th, right? June 18th. Yep. Today, July 22nd in history, in 1943, General Patton took Sicily back from the Nazis. And in 1992, Pablo Escobar, the cocaine dealer, escaped from police custody until he was eventually killed in a police shootout the following year. But he escaped on July 22nd.
Did he escape or was he helped out by the prison guards that were paid?
Probably the latter, because he was
Right.
leaving his own jail and being transferred to a real jail.
I remember I watched
never made
season one of the. I've seen a lot of Escobar documentaries, but season 1 of the really good one on Netflix, the fictional one based on it, and he owned the jail of that town.
Yes, yeah, it was I forget it. He had a name for it. It was Pablo
Yeah.
Chito or something. Yeah,
Hard to keep some guy that pays for the entire jail in jail.
Yep, it really is when he's payrolling the whole staff.
Yeah.
But I'd say this for July 22nd, lots of room for growth because there's really not much in history. So
That was it.
that was it.
Ooh.
Those two things.
Refreshment. I mean, Refreshment Day is pretty good.
No, but this is this day in history even.
Yeah, Refreshment Day.
Yeah.
Living in the moment, Wes, I agree. Refreshment Day is great. Hammock Day.
Well, Hammock Day, it sounds like you
Leisure
should just
Day, Mango
skip,
Day.
just get a refreshments in the hammock and don't worry about what happened on the 22nd because nothing happens. Just
I see what you're saying. Though. Lots of room for history to be made here. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Today's the show is going to be on next year.
Nothing but big bowls of Summit and
Yeah.
bright skies ahead for everybody on July 22nd. All right, let's head into the trending news. Coming in at number 5, Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. She banned the gyms from her January 6th committee. Remember, we talked about this a couple days ago.
Oh, Jordan and
Jim, Banks and Jordan. They'll just have to be on other committees, I guess, because Nancy doesn't want them in her January 6th investigation party. Shout out to me, who told you this was all that was going to happen a few days ago when everybody was upset about it. Also, shout out to one of Hard Factor's first guests, Representative Rodney Davis from Illinois, who
He made it.
Yeah, he's making the cut. He's on
made
the
the cut.
committee.
Yep.
So
Nice.
hope he does another Nickelback presentation.
he can get along with anyone. The guy that goofs around to Nickelback, he's like a chameleon.
Rodney's a cool guy. So
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me that nobody's got a problem with Rodney.
No, he's fine.
I saw a post the other day, and it was like, it was like name an album. It was a Barstool post, and it was like name an album where there's no skips. And then, of course, you have the guy in the comment being like, Nickelback's greatest hits, boom, comment of the thread, and he's like, oh, fuck, that's like the,
greatest hits.
Very proud of himself.
Well, first of all, greatest hits shouldn't be allowed, and I can't.
No, it shouldn't be.
I can't believe Nickelback could fill one of those out though. Was it a five song album?
No idea.
Well, that would have to be Sublime, or
Sublime.
Or the album we talked about yesterday, Appetite for Destruction. That I went back and looked at the track list.
What are some Rage?
One of the
Rage
old
albums.
Rage
Against the Machine. Rage Against the Machine.
Mm-hmm.
One of the
Blood,
old
Sugar, Sex, Magic, like
couple of the old College Dropout or Homecoming from Kanye.
Yeah.
He's coming out with a new one tomorrow, I think.
Some solid ones in there.
There's some good ones.
But greatest hits shouldn't count. No way.
No.
It was a jackass comment by a Nickelback fan, or somebody's trying to be funny.
Terrible. Number 4, fellas, Eric Clapton. He says he will not perform on any stage where there is a discriminated audience present, and he felt the need to clarify this after Prime Minister Boris Johnson said that vaccine passports will be required to enter nightclubs. So Clapton not happy. Apparently Eric Clapton hates coronavirus rules in general. I'm assuming like most people, but it's really sad for anybody in the UK who's going to miss out on a Clapton guitar solo because of COVID rules if he has to cancel a show. So,
guy can play the fucking guitar, can't he?
He can shred.
Yeah,
he can really shred.
Yeah,
you heard Layla,
Yeah.
Cocaine,
got me on my knees.
Yeah,
Layla.
Some pretty solid songs. Some good jams. Maybe Clapton should make the plunge and just move to Florida or Texas, like everybody else who's avoiding lockdown.
Yeah, I think Clapton could sell out some shows at the beach.
Oh, are you kidding me? He would
yeah. No, yes, I'm kidding you. Of course he could. Yeah, obviously.
He'd be living like a king.
I know. That's what I said.
Anti-lockdown king.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna make any jokes about his son.
Oh God.
His son?
Oh,
Tears in Heaven. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move it along.
Another good song though. Number 3.
Great song.
Great song. Number 3. Speaking of Texas, the Lambda variant of COVID. A new COVID variant called the Lambda variant has been found in the Lone Star State. So who knows if it'll get as big as the Delta variant, which is now 83% of cases in the U.S.
Jesus.
Again, it's the Lambda variant now.
It's the Lambda variant now. New one.
I know, but what does it do? What's it new?
It's nothing. It's just a new one. It's in Texas. God, you guys have Delta and Lambda now. Delta is what most people are getting. Lambda now. Texas has got it. We'll see if it spreads.
Okay, so that's how they're going to name them. They're going to name them with a Delta,
like
Omega.
But
but
like they're not going like in an order. So like the Greek alphabet.
You don't see all of them, I guess, right?
Okay, because Delta's the 4th variant.
Right.
The 4th letter of the Greek alphabet. Lambda's the 11th. So they skipped.
You only find out about the ones that have enough
like
cases.
6 there.
They probably have them, just not enough cases. You know what I mean? Like
the Greek alphabet gets all sorts of bad raps. They're like the backup for the hurricanes.
It's because of frats.
Well, yeah, frats are terrible. I was in one. They're just trying to bang chicks and drink beers.
Yeah. That's just
nothing good. Philanthropy? No.
Well, you're supposed to, right? You don't.
Yeah,
do
you're
like
supposed
a car
to.
wash. You do like something, right?
No, we forged that.
You didn't.
No,
you did none.
We didn't know philanthropy.
Well, that's not right.
No.
Okay.
That's not right at all.
Again, guys, there's lots of variants now, Delta, Lambda, but the good news is the vaccines seem to work against all of them. If you want one of those, you can probably get one in America. But you may not want one because a new poll came out, and 1 out of every 5 Americans do believe there is a microchip inside the vaccine.
20% of people. Okay, but a lot of these people probably filled that out as a joke, right? Like I would do that. Like
it's The Economist, YouGov. I mean, you think they like so. The U.S. government is using the COVID-19 vaccine to microchip the population.
Yeah, I think 20%'s a little high. I think some of that's a little bit of sarcasm from people filling it out.
Okay.
I think 10%.
So.
Yeah. I would hope that not 20% of people actually think there's a microchip in the vaccine.
Maybe they answered the poll that way.
Yeah, but have you answered a poll as a joke before? I have a lot. Yes. I almost specifically I answered polls as jokes. like give them the wrong answer. Ironically,
What do you think the real percentage is? Because
10%.
there's a lot of.
I would say 10%.
You think it's double? You think?
Yeah, I
don't
think
know,
it's half of what the poll says.
I'm a pretty honest poll guy, to be honest with you. Someone asked me a poll question. I'm going to think about it for a second and give unless.
All right, let me ask you a poll question specifically.
Yeah.
Someone gives you a poll to fill out online. One question.
Online, or is it like someone calling me up?
One question online, and it says,
online. Okay,
do you think the vaccine has a microchip on it? Bubble yes or bubble no? Are you going to think about it and maybe?
No, I'm going to say yes online, but
yes, you are. You're going to say yes online. It's going to fuck with the. It's going to fuck with the stats.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what happens there, but
I'm a great poll giver if you call me, though.
20% is.
I will give you
high.
some honest answers if you call me on the phone.
All right. I don't think they're calling people on the phone.
I like to think that 20% of people are want. I mean, I hopefully wish there's a microchip in it.
I mean,
Like,
it doesn't.
wish
Yeah, it
It
doesn't.
was like
even
a
matter
real
if there's-
upgrade. Like gave you like if it did give you the superpowers, like everybody's joking about. Hasn't given them to
Would
me
be
yet,
nice.
unfortunately.
Nice to make you smarter or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no. If anything, number 2, wildfires are back in a big and very shitty way. So back that apparently they're creating smoky air conditions as far away as Manhattan. There's a picture of haze from wildfires on the West Coast, all the way over in Manhattan on Tuesday.
That's one way to get out of a big microchip is getting some haze. Can't find you. Fucks with the microchip.
Or they can't track you.
Can't track you. Yeah,
They can't track you if
Can't
you
track
stay
in the
close
haze.
enough to the wildfire.
that's right.
Yeah, maybe that's true. There's a lot more wildfire, so you'd be finding more clouds to be untraceable. And the Bootleg Fire in Oregon is the biggest fire right now. It's over 600 square miles.
Jesus.
So like that's you see, it's like making the sky just like orange. It's creepy looking.
So did you see? It's not new, but I think Dubai controls their own weather. They've been doing it since 2019. Did you see this? They can create rain clouds with drones and create rain. So like, why can't we start working on that technology where like you can create rain over top of forest fires?
Sure. 600 square miles is
I know
a
it's
lot
not
of ground to
easy.
cover.
I know it's easy to just say that, but like in Dubai, they do control like the rain there.
I'm sure Dubai is pretty small.
It is. It is small.
But yeah, I mean, over
Work
the
on
forests,
it. Maybe make a phone call to Dubai, figure out how they did it, and then maybe make a grand effort.
Well, they do a lot of air support for wildfires in the U.S., but it's usually like by big planes that are like cargo planes, like dumping
Right.
fire retardant stuff, like on strips, like because it's just like such huge areas. Like this one's 600 square miles. That's a lot of drones, but maybe they could make a drone army. Who knows?
It's worth a shot. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Jinx.
Yeah. It would be wild though if we started having a permanent East Coast smoke season in the summer. Like, they have one every out west. It's like common everywhere to get smoky. I guess like every summer.
Yeah.
It would be crazy if like other parts of the country started getting.
Are you smoky right now out there in Reno?
Not today, but I mean it's just as the wind blows. If the smoke blows in, then it's smoky. If not, like if it's, but there's always like a fire around.
But you can. It smells like smoke most days. Can you smell it?
Just if it is smoky, you can.
Does the
smell it.
cat
If it's
come
not,
in
you
like
can't.
coughing, smelling like smoke?
No, it's not like that bad. You'd have to have a fire really close to you, and the wind has to be blowing it all right on you for like ash and shit to be falling, like where it's like really hazardous. But for the most part, it just smells like a campfire sometimes.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but apparently it's doing it all the way as far as the East Coast, New York, Philly, other places on the East Coast. You guys in Texas, I guess, are clear skies. Summit
No,
cereal,
but we got
clear
Lambda,
skies.
so I mean, we got
That's
Lambda
true.
and monkeypox. So
That's true.
Yeah, monkeypox is spreading. Over 200 cases now in
I
the
would
United
take
States.
smoke.
27
I would take
states.
smoke over monkeypox any day of the week.
Same here.
Most things.
Stay inside.
I might take murder hornets over monkeypox.
Oh my god, he turned into bubble guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those pictures are pretty creepy with all the. They look like Koopa, like a Koopa character. Like you're growing like the Koopa horns.
Yeah, or like any scene from like Who Framed Roger Rabbit or Batman when they dump you in a vat of acid and your skin bubbles. Any of those movies too.
Not great.
Well, yeah, if a girl sees you one time with monkeypox, you're ruined forever. It's
you
not like
kidding?
something. It's not like a scar on your lip that maybe goes away or something.
Oh, her vagina seals up permanently.
Yeah, it's no coming back from it.
She looks like a Barbie doll if she sees you with monkeypox.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, you'd have to suppress all pictures. I mean, you just you couldn't get any photos taken.
Hey, you should see my penis though, right? With the monkey. Yeah.
Check
You
this
think-
one.
Doesn't. You think that would work? I don't think so.
Maybe.
Doubtful.
Maybe if it. Okay.
Ooh, you mean makes your penis like a sex toy with like nubs on it?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's your only shot. That's your only
Ribbed.
shot is to make a penis joke.
It's like a ribbed condom,
Right.
Except your skin. You've ribbed yourself. Wow. What if people started getting monkeypox to rib themselves?
that would be aggressive.
You're like I'm COVID vaccinated, but I'm monkeypox positive on your Tinder profile.
I would say they've had
Check
pretty
out the
rough,
ribs.
pretty rough dating history if they had to stoop to that.
That's
studs.
That's a real send in the car situation.
That's last ditch effort.
Send in the car. Send in the car.
There we go.
How's the love life going? Well, I purposely got monkeypox.
Yeah, send in the car.
Heard it studded your dick, so
Yeah.
gave it a shot. Oh man. Number one today in the cup of coffee in the big time, sports. Lots of sports updates. Apparently, Texas and Oklahoma want into the SEC, and they've inquired about getting into the SEC. I didn't see if it was official or when it would be official, but it's like the Super League in soccer.
Good news, yeah. Good news for Oklahoma State and Baylor, right? Or West Virginia. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, they're just
It'd be a lot easier to win the Big 12. Yeah.
well, yeah, but it's also bad news for them because like their games
They
are
would
going to be
fold.
less televised, right?
Yeah.
Like nobody's going to watch West Virginia,
I
Kansas
think
State.
that's a bad idea for the University of Texas. I don't think they'd perform well in the SEC.
Yeah, well, I mean, look how it went for Texas A&M. I think that's all you need to look at.
They've
as an
had a
example
few
for
good
how-
seasons, though.
They have, and I think Texas would like when you have a good season in the SEC. It's more memorable probably because you're beating up on like Alabama,
And it would help recruiting for sure. But currently, at the state of affairs of the programs, Oklahoma, I think, could have a couple good seasons in the SEC. I don't think Texas could. I don't think Texas would compete in the SEC right now.
It's crazy. I mean, we'll see what happens, but they have inquired.
And hey, go Longhorns. But it's just, it's a fool's errand.
I would love it though then I could go to LSU Texas games all the time. That was sick. That was fun.
Those are
Fun
good.
day in Austin. The U.S. women's national team soccer got blown out by Sweden 3-0 in their first Olympic game. There's Rapinoe looking confused as to what happened. Well, what happened was the Swedes beat them 3-0. That was their first loss to the U.S. women's national team in 44 tries, and they got apparently dominated. It was like 11 shots to 3 in the first half, and then didn't get much better after that.
If you're gonna lose big. They were like negative 170 betting odds, which is absurd pre-tournament. Like that's you're against the field, they're almost double the odds to win. So I would keep an eye on the odds. Them and the men's U.S. basketball team are interesting. I think they still are the best teams, so I wouldn't like count the U.S. women's team out just yet.
Sure, but the start, they're both looking pretty rough to start the summer games.
Correct. So. They both are.
So you're saying you might be able to pick them up at good odds?
Yeah, I'd keep an eye on the odds. Because sometimes when you get out of the group stage in second place, it's an easier path. So, I don't know. I wouldn't count them out.
Shouldn't they not care? I mean, 44 straight. They should have just won, but I guess
they've gone to like 6 gold medal games in the Olympics out of like 7 for soccer, and they've won like 3 or 4 of them. Like they're due to lose.
Too much complaining, not enough practicing.
There you go. There
many people west
There
were upset about the pregame protests they had during the anthem, and then going out to lose 3-0.
Serves them right.
I am for one am happy they lost.
I root for some other country's team because I hate those women that
Damn right, Mark.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna root for the U.S. women's team, and I think they'll still win.
We'll see. I like the strategy of maybe buying low on them on the odds. Next up in sports, the Seattle Kraken are having their NHL expansion draft while we tape this show, so you can see the roster if you're listening to this right now. Their first roster ever, Seattle Kraken, NHL. Sadly, Bobby Bowden has been diagnosed with a terminal condition and will probably pass away very soon. He's 92 years old, the legendary Florida State coach, of course. And finally, like we talked about at the top, the Bucks are the NBA champs. Giannis, put them on their back.
50 points, like 14 boards. It's tough to beat. Good season, though, Suns. The Bobby Bowden stuff, I remember because my wife went to FSU. When she was there, they had like the famous T-shirt that like Bobby would have told someone. Like it's like the
about Joe Pa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on the Coca-Cola machines. He was big time.
He's a
in Florida
legend.
State. Yeah.
Big time Florida man.
Yeah.
Legendary Florida man. And that's today's cup of coffee in the big time, which was brought to you today by True Niagen, something that can actually help cut down your daily coffee intake. True Niagen fuels the body's energy engines, which maintains cellular metabolism and even supports heart health. So all great things, gives you more vitality. I have more energy and don't need those extra cup of coffee since I started taking it. With 11 published human clinical studies and backed by Nobel Prize winners, True Niagen is a supplement that's clinically proven to boost NAD levels, which is an essential coenzyme required for cellular energy and repair. Basically just means you got more vitality, you got more zest for life. Since I started taking True Niagen, I do feel that way. And I can definitely tell if I miss a day. Add more vitality to your life today with True Niagen. Right now, new customers can save 10% on their first purchase by going to TrueNiagen.com/factor and use code FACTOR. That's TruNiagen.com/factor, code FACTOR to save 10% on your first purchase. TrueNiagen.com/factor, code FACTOR. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
All right, I have a story for you that broke earlier, basically the beginning of this week, but there was a big update to the case late yesterday. And once you hear the story, you can imagine there will be some more updates in the future. An 80-year-old Staten Island man, Robert Raynor, was found dead in his apartment complex on Monday with "I touch little girls" carved into his chest.
Ooh, damn. Like carved with like a knife?
It was written in pen, but we're gonna go with carved for the story. Yeah, okay. Carved into his chest. The update is that the death has been ruled a homicide. Apparently, he didn't carve that into his own chest like he was a waiter at the Macaroni Grill, trained to write his name upside down. The NYPD checked his work history real quick. They're like, no Macaroni Grill, homicide, because it's hard to create no little girls. You know, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, how do they do that?
I don't know. It always amazes me.
Yeah.
They deserve every cent of the tip.
Anyways, they really did.
So you probably caught the phrase that was carved in his chest that the man touched little girls. Well, that was the theme of the crime scene. Turns out he was killed from blunt trauma to the head and torso, and he had 2 lacerations over his eyes and also black eyes. So he just got beaten to a pulp. Turns out he also had 2 other phrases carved on him or written in pen as well, which was "I take dolls in my room for girls aged 1 to 5. That was all over his stomach. And then the other one says "I touch" on his right foot. So the murderer was pretty clear on his motive to kill, although the police are still looking into motive. They're like, "Looks like a classic robbery, Johnson. Open and shut." What? You've never seen a triple carving happen before? Come on, it happens all the time. He's not wearing a watch, as you can see. Use your head, rookie. It was probably taken from the. They're looking into motive. I'm pretty sure the motive was that he assaulted children aged 1 to 5.
But what if you were doing this to throw people off the scent?
Very smart, if you were.
Right. Which is then it could be a robbery. I mean. And a sadistic one because they had to tell the family about this. Raynor had 24 arrests on his record. None appeared to be pedophilia, so it could have been like an old partner looking for the stolen gold they had from a bank robbery. And he was not found on any registries, according to police, as of like now. There's a lot of registries in a lot of states and stuff like that. But the Raynor family was notified of Robert's death by the police, who had to explain to them that he was found in the hallway of his apartment complex, face down, shirtless with his pants pulled down, and 3 pretty clear phrases accusing him of being a pedophile inscribed all over him. That's a tough phone call. That's tough news to hear. The cops probably just sent the family the episode of Law and Order SVU where this exact plot line happened, and then they did like one of those NFL things where they drew the arrow and they're like Robert when the guy.
Rainer family's never going to be the same after this.
I mean,
Liv,
do you think
Liv would get to the bottom of it? Yeah, Raider family's in shambles. Will
it could also be like a strategy to like Will was saying to throw them off the scent, but also, do you think maybe like the cops don't care as much about this guy believing that he is a pedophile? Like he's dead. Fuck him.
Well,
case closed. Let's move on to someone who matters. You know,
if you were a murderer, this is a great strategy to like get the cops on your side.
His body.
Yeah. Anyone care about this guy?
They all bring out their own pens and start scribbling on him too.
Case closed, motherfuckers.
Such little girls.
Exactly.
I've got a daughter. I mean, all of these things are possible. I imagine they probably want to look into it though to find if he had any victims to bring closure to them. Which, you know, they probably read the newspaper. It's big news. They probably have some sort of closure there. But yeah, I imagine the work here is now to find out if he was a pedophile and how many victims and stuff like that. Also, I'm sure they're gonna like half-ass try to catch if they confirm he's a pedophile, they're probably not gonna look too hard.
That's what I'm saying.
But if they do find like that, there's another angle to it. They're probably going to want to get someone from ruining families by, you know, in case this happens again, where they frame someone again. All right. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll find out.
Hopefully it's like a vigilante, like a Boondock Saints kind of guy, or like a Dexter out there. That's just.
I was thinking
the coolest. Yeah.
That's the best outcome. I was thinking it's like an extreme version of what Elon Musk did to that British scuba diver, pedo guy.
That is an extreme version of that.
But you know, guys, there's a specialist for just about everything, right? When my car breaks down, I go to a mechanic. When there's a problem with my shower, I call a plumber. So when you want to get your uneven, crooked teeth fixed, you see an orthodontist. They're the specialists, and that's what sets Candid the invisible, comfortable, and removable aligners above the rest. While poorly reviewed or insanely priced clear aligner companies use general dentists, Candid only works with orthodontists. With Candid, the same orthodontist who created your plan is with you from start to finish, so you never have to wonder how you're doing. Your treatment is prescribed and closely monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist who's an expert in tooth movement. You can book an appointment at a Candid studio near you or do everything from the comfort and convenience of your own home. The average Candid treatment is just 6 months. You'll start seeing results way before then, though. And it costs thousands less than traditional braces. When I had braces back in the day, I had them for like 3 years. So 6 months of clear Candid with results way before then, that's amazing. Which I started, by the way, like this week. Oh, and with your aligner treatment, you'll get Candid's teeth whitening for free. So get them teeth straightened. Because what happened is, like, I got braces when I was younger, middle school type, I think through freshman, both years of middle school, freshman, and high school. And it worked, but then you know your teeth still move as an adult. So I need these Candids. 6 months, baby. So it's great. Candid can help you get the straighter, brighter smile you've always wanted. Right now, you can save $75 on your Candid starter kit when you get started from home, or you can book an appointment at a Candid studio near you today. Go to Candid CO and Candid's, Candid CANDID.com/hard factor and use code hard factor. That's CandidCO.com/hard factor for code hard factor. Take advantage of this limited time offer to save $75 on your starter kit. CandidCO.com/hard factor, code hard factor.
Nice. And hey, just as important as taking care of your teeth is taking care of your finances. And if you're like most of us, you carry a balance on your credit cards, and if those cards come with high interest rates, you're going to need Lightstream. Okay, lower your interest rate and save with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream. Rates start at 5.93 APR with autopay and excellent credit. I've used this. It is a fabulous service. Got my credit card, payments consolidated, much lower rate than I was paying, and it saved me a ton of money, so I highly recommend it. Lightstream believes that people with good credit deserve a better loan experience, and that's exactly what they deliver. You can get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000. There are absolutely no fees. You can even get your money the same day as you apply. Just for our listeners, apply now and get a special interest rate discount and save even more. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/factor. That's LIGHTSTREAM.com/factor. Subject to credit approval rates range from 5.93 APR to 19.99 APR. Includes 0.5 auto pay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/factor for more information.
Man,
You know what, guys? Well, what's that? Well, go ahead.
Those are just two life-changing things. Like, you get your teeth fixed, and also you get out of debt. Like, I mean, that's just talk about eating a bowl of Summit. You know,
that's morning Summit. That's adult shit. You're looking good, feeling good.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
You're at the
Well,
peaks.
look, Wes and I have 2 stories each. That's 4 stories coming at you, and so let's go ahead and do the return of.
Living on the edge of a lightning bolt, and I do not apologize for that.
That's right. It's a lightning round. All right, guys. It's about time, guys. It's about time we are getting some super fast ground travel. We've been stuck with highways and normal speed trains or going to an airport for commercial travel, and that's a pain in the ass. It's 2021. We should be zipping around to wherever the fuck we need to be instantly, which is why it's great news that China this week unveiled the fastest ground vehicle in the world, the super fast bullet train that can travel at speeds of up to 370 miles per hour.
Wow,
That's
quick.
Fucking awesome.
Take a look at this thing.
Holy shit.
Sleek too.
It's looking slick, right? Real sleek. China said they created, it's called the Maglev, M-A-G-L-E-V, Maglev train, which uses electromagnetic force, making it float. So there's no contact between the rail and the body. So it just floats really fast. So that they could quickly check to make sure the Uyghurs are still locked up in their internment camps.
Got to get to that border.
I got to get there quick. I had a nightmare that the Uyghurs got out. Let's hop on the super train and verify that's not the case. Oh,
Also, great for prisoner shipping too. These super
absolutely.
trains.
Get those Uyghurs to the fucking camp
so fast.
Yeah. Oh, thank God they're still removing the Uyghur women's wombs. That was close. Thank you. Thanks, super train.
You see this order? I need to get them out there fast.
Get them out. There.
Only the super train could do this order.
It is pretty cool though. The train that is. Japan's fastest super train's capped at about 250 miles per hour, and no matter what you're in the rush for, it's good to get places quickly. That's their slogan.
No matter what.
To the Uyghurs, no matter what you're in the rush
No
for.
matter what.
On a serious note, before we move on to the next lightning round story, there are some really bad floods going on in China right now, and we're hoping that the people are staying safe and above ground and dry, and then they can rebuild, because it's scary stuff, mainly in the Henan province, where at least 20 people have died and hundreds of thousands of people have been evacuated and displaced. So stay dry, Chinese people.
Yeah, flooding in China too. So it's
Bad flooding
everywhere. U.S.
flooding
is probably
everywhere.
next, huh?
Well, hopefully not, but yeah.
Dude, I hope we get a bullet train soon. I want to ride that thing so bad. 370 miles an hour.
The first time you're on that,
you
probably lose your lunch the first time you're on that, right?
I mean, it starts off slow, so it's just, it'll
370 on a train.
Once you're
no, but it's not
flying,
like it takes off. It's just like in a plane. It's not like
I think it takes off.
It takes off
Not
slowly.
like it would build up to 370.
Yeah, it'll build up.
I think he might poop his pants. You get used to it though.
Yeah, I want to try that.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Amazing. We need one in the U.S. Let's get on that, Elon. All right, guys. This next one might sound like it's straight out of Australia, but we're gonna go to Texas, Big Bend National Park for this one. Big Bend's awesome. If you guys ever,
I want to go.
I want to go. I've never been.
It's very cool. I've never actually seen the Big Ben, but I've been inside the park and it's a very cool place. It's like another world down there. Anyway, you guys ever hear of a Vinegaroon before?
No. A Vinegaroon.
Yes, just because of the story.
Right. Yeah,
But
just 'cause you read this
not prior to this story.
Yeah. Well, I sure as shit had until this story, and it's a fucking creature I hope I never come across. But apparently these disgusting things are coming out in droves due to the summer rains that have been pelting Big Bend and Southwest Texas. Here's what it looks like. Okay. Here's a picture of one on a person's hand. Yeah. Pretty
gross.
Disgusting.
It looks like a lobster tarantula.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lobster, spider,
scorpion,
stick bug, scorpion.
Yeah. So they're about exactly. Here's one close up. They've got like these big
Gross.
pincers. Yeah, they're disgusting looking creatures.
That's a land animal, huh?
Yeah, it's a land animal. So what they're doing is they're coming out of their burrows. They're nocturnal, and they search for mates and other insects to grab and eat with their huge pincers. And they're called like land lobsters. Okay, so they're called whip scorpions, but they're also calling them land lobsters and Vinegaroons. And what makes these things even more terrifying?
Vinegaroons really takes the piss out of them a little bit, doesn't it?
It does.
So does land lobsters.
Vinegaroons.
Yeah, sounds like a cookie.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's like a cookie. And land lobsters. Now I'm just thinking about, are they tasty? Now I've completely. You said land lobsters, and I stopped thinking of it as disgusting immediately.
Yeah, they should be called the holy shits.
Is it good? Does it taste good? Oh,
should be called.
You see the picture.
Yeah,
It looks like the end guy on like Honey I Shrunk the Kids or something like that. Like that's.
It looks intimidating. If that thing crawled on your leg, you're gonna cry.
You're gonna
scream.
cry. Yes.
Yeah.
They're like 3 inches long. They're about this person's holding one, and it's like the size of almost their whole hand. So, but the reason they're called Vinegaroons is that they're capable of shooting 85% acetic acid from the base of that disgusting abdomen to protect themselves. And acetic acid is just another term for vinegar, so that's why, hence the Vinegaroons.
Oh,
yeah.
So that wouldn't hurt you if they shot it at you?
No, if it got in your eye, it would sting a little bit. But these things are pretty, they're docile and pretty, not dangerous to humans. They're not poisonous at all. I mean, you can get pinched by them, but they're just disgusting looking. But they're actually beneficial, apparently, because they eat scorpions, they eat centipedes, cockroaches, crickets, and other insects. And everyone on the internet's like, yeah, you should. Don't hurt them, keep them around because they'll eat other insects. No, if you see one of those things, you're not keeping it around. It's disgusting.
I would destroy it with a weapon from as far away as I could possibly.
You're punting that thing away. You're just kicking it.
Yeah.
Right. You're just kicking it to like 20 yards as soon as you see it.
I need 3D video evidence that it's destroyed.
Right. It's like those assholes on 9 that are like, oh, that's a rat snake. That's a beneficial snake. You can leave it alone. It's like, no, we're fucking killing the snake.
It's still intimidating, like the mosquito eaters or whatever, like the mosquito hornets that eat mosquitoes. Yeah, right. They're beneficial, but they look like enormous mosquitoes. So it's like I'm gonna swat it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than being judged for using pesticides. That's something that is very common. I feel like in like suburbia, like like anytime like if you want to like kill a weed or you want to kill a bug or something, there's always somebody around who's gonna pass some sort of judgment about your method of disposing of these things.
Yeah, my aunt used to have like my aunt's like my great aunt. She's like a gardener, right? And she like is all about the beneficial bugs. Like she's like award-winning gardener. And in her house, she had like a spider that she just let live by the window because it would kill other insects. And I thought it was insane. Like
I use my Vinegaroons for my salads. Get it excited, it squirts in the bowl.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
So. I keep a team of Vinegaroons. I don't even keep vinegar in the pantry.
Yeah, exactly.
Vinegaroon farm.
Yeah. Get the
Very
fuck
disgusting.
out of here.
So,
Destroy them. Destroy them as quick as possible. Mm-hmm. All right. There was a very scary situation for at least 2 prison guards in a penitentiary in Eskilstuna. That's actually how you pronounce it. Sweden. Remember the Rikers Island guard who had a whole mess of inmates poop smeared on him a few days ago?
Yep.
Rough week for prison guards. Apparently 2 prisoners that were in for murder broke into a guard room in Holby prison armed with razor blades and barricaded themselves in with the 2 guards who became hostages. So immediately they're probably thinking in for murder. That's not good. But luckily they were in Sweden where murder is going to max sentence of like 2 years. So those guards, would have been fucked in most countries. Like in America, they would have been killed, obviously. Sweden, it's like, they're getting paroled any day now, even though they're murderers. The murderers demanded 20 pizzas be sent to the prison for the other prisoners and a helicopter be sent for them. There was confirmation that several pizzas were loaded into a car in Holby that was headed to the prison, and confirmation of a very sad Sweden prison chef. Right here, he goes, "I heard a bird, and I heard a bird. They don't like my food."
What's that guy's name?
The Swedish chef.
Swedish chef.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a very sad Swedish prison chef. They don't like it.
Oh, so that's why they were really just mad at
they wanted the pizzas because the food sucked there, I guess. I don't know. Tough for the chef. So the 2 guards were eventually released unharmed, so that's good. Everyone ends. It's a happy ending for everyone. The prisoners all got pizza, like a fucked up version of the Shawshank Suds on the roof scene.
Right.
Everyone wins, right?
It's not really happy for Sweden, though, is it?
No. Well, except for the murderers too, because the murderers got an extra 3 months attached or whatever it is for armed kidnapping.
Worth it. 3 months. Worth it.
Whatever they charge you for armed kidnapping over there.
Worth it for the murderers, but that's got to make you think a little bit if you're Sweden. Like, our guards are just being held at razor point, and we're giving in to the prisoners' demands,
giving them pizzas.
Yeah,
they really coddle their murderers over there.
You gotta make that makes you think a little bit, right?
I'm kidding, obviously, a little bit, but I'm only exaggerating a little bit as well. The max sentence for murder in Sweden is 18 years. They abolished the death penalty like 50 years ago.
Yeah,
like,
and they do negotiate with terrorists, obviously.
Yeah, and it's like 18 years max. So like you can commit a murder and get out, and then go back in and then get out. Like commit a murder, and then they have great grand murderers over
committing
right.
crimes against Sweden is a great career path. Like you don't.
Oh, if you're a serial killer, just go over to Sweden. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing in the woods in the middle of America?
Right,
Get your ass to Sweden.
Yeah.
Kill all the people you want.
Yeah.
They'll rehabilitate you. And
Yeah.
You can get pizzas at razor
the guards. You can beat up the guards after whatever fucked up card game they play over there, some sort of dice game, and then you trick them like, oh yeah, let's play Swedish fish card game or whatever.
They definitely play a dice game.
They're playing. Like, the prison guards are playing.
It's got like a
the
special board,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
They roll reverse. How about today? We're the guards. Like, okay.
They definitely let them watch.
Maybe take your murderers a little more seriously over there, Sweden.
Yeah, get it together, Sweden.
Yeah.
But they just kicked our ass in women's soccer, though.
Well,
yeah, they did.
3-0.
Yeah.
All right, one more story. And before I begin this story, I want all of you to know that I do these stories to bring light to this topic, okay? I know most of you would rather just put your head in the fucking sand when it comes to this kind of thing and pretend it doesn't exist, like all those assholes grasping for air after watching the Instagram video about the young girls giving birth.
How could they talk about it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We don't want to hear about it at all. Just pretend it doesn't exist in actual countries that allow it.
Talk about pearl clutching. Yeah, that was
Jesus.
A lot of pearl clutchers.
Yeah, but by doing these kind of stories, we are giving these atrocities the attention they deserve to hopefully bring about change.
Yeah, maybe go start a fucking petition about Nigeria having the 11-year-olds.
Right, Nigeria. Exactly. I feel like Nigeria is more to blame.
Direct your anger at Nigeria, not us.
Right.
Yeah.
And Niger, wherever it is. So
Niger? It's Niger. It's
Nigeria.
Nigeria, but Niger is also in this story because they have the most child marriages of any country. Except for Bangladesh, which is where we're going, where the disgusting practice of child marriage is rampant. Girls are being given away to marriage at 15, 14, 13, in many instances, probably younger. But us Americans are here to save the day. And a study by Stanford and Duke Universities titled A Signal to End Child Marriage, Theory and Experimental Evidence from Bangladesh, researchers found that by giving families in rural areas with young girls in the households cooking oil, just cooking oil, it dramatically increased the age that girls were given to marriage. So, yeah, just cooking oil. Here's a picture of, there's a happy young bride with her husband there.
Oh, my God, they look miserable.
Yeah, they look absolutely miserable.
Pretty cool ceremonial outfits, though. But, I mean, yeah.
They do look sharp. They look sharp and miserable.
Beautiful, beautiful weddings.
Super sad, but yeah.
Yeah, so from the Business Standard article, the reason cooking oil was chosen is because of its value in a Bangladesh family. Quote, it has to be purchased regularly by every family in Bangladesh and thus is a close substitute to cash. It's also has a high value to volume ratio, which minimizes transport costs. So basically, like, you're just paying for them to be able to keep the daughter in the house longer instead of having the financial strain where you feel like you have to give her up to marriage. And it's, it's just incentivizing these families to keep them. So, yeah. Researchers found that the cooking oil incentive reduced child marriage under the age of 18 by 17% and 18% for those under the age of 16. And like I said, Bangladesh is the second highest rate of child marriage in the world. Child marriage in Bangladesh of girls married before the age of 18, 65% of girls married before the age of 15, 29%.
1 in 3.
Yeah, this was back in the... Yeah.
Child marriage, those are two words you don't want like in the same sentence back to back.
No,
I mean, I guess it's like the argument is, well, they used to do it, but they used to live like 30 years too, right? So like, It's a little bit different.
Would that even be considered child marriage like 10,000 years ago when they're
right when
like
that was your
midlife
middle
marriage?
age? Yeah.
No, you're expected to have like fucking 2 babies by then.
Yeah.
So this study's a little older. They estimated maybe it's like 50% now under the age of 18, but it's still second highest in the world.
So just, oil stimulus, basically, cooking oil stimulus
Right.
plan.
Yeah, I mean,
This is it.
right, exactly. It proves that families don't want this shit going on. They don't want their daughters to be married so young, but financial strain is forcing them to. Yeah.
You think the women who had to go through it that are now mothers don't want their daughters to go through. You think the husbands that realize how gross they were to a child doesn't want that to happen to their child? Yeah, of course they don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
Those sick fucks.
The grooms want it to happen, but not the mothers
Right.
and the girls. So
Until they become a father, then they're like, oh, I don't want it to happen.
Right. Yeah. So all it takes is a little cooking oil, and poor Fatima can fight off this disgusting practice a few more years at home. So all you assholes on IG, I dare you to send some fucking cooking oil to Bangladesh. You won't. You know you won't. You'll just complain.
Sorry for bringing awareness to it. Yeah. And the world's not perfect, Instagram followers.
That's a good point. If you could just shut up and stop getting mad at us and just ship some cooking oil somewhere.
Ship some cooking oil to fucking Bangladesh. Yeah.
Draw another doodly. It seems like you guys are all amateur artists on Instagram. Yeah. Draw another doodly and keep your head in the sand.
That's right.
Fucking losers.
Fucking snowflake little bitches.
Damn.
Yeah. And if you can't send cooking oil, send them some Morning Summit, where almonds is the first ingredient. You won't believe how delicious this stuff.
And that's going to do it for Hard Factor today. Don't know what's happening. Some kind of major storm in Austin as we were wrapping up the show. But, the guys will be back. They'll bounce back. Don't worry. The studios are fine. But most importantly, have a great fucking day.